right now? Okay. Welcome to the Books and Music Review show on CTV. Today we'll be talking about the holidays. Um, not sure when this is going to air, but right now we're about a week away from Christmas, and you notice that by all of the fantastic Christmas decorations you see in stores and shops and houses. I remember, particularly when I lived in Diker Heights in Brooklyn, they have the most ostentatious Christmas decorations.
Keep going.
When I was in high school, I interviewed a family, the Spadas, who had, I think, probably close to 100 candy canes and reindeers splayed across their lawn. They were really proud, took pride in the fact that they did all of their own landscaping, and as opposed to the people across from them who had these two gigantic nutcrackers, animatronic nutcrackers, and a gigantic Santa Claus sandwiched in between, who used to call out to people. It was hooked up to an electronic system where the owners could actually talk to people outside. It was kind of funny. But those were only two of the houses, but the entire, for about a block or two, 13th and, not 13th, 10th and 11th Avenue, they had these really outrageous Christmas decorations. There was one house which was fitted up like a Christmas Carol, all the scenes from A Christmas Carol, the musical version, Scrooge, which was really amazing. I don't think you can see anything like that in New York City. Even Saks, I don't think.
So, what do the department stores have in their windows, like around this season?
Oh, well, the same, the same type of themes. Like I think Saks, they have the Nutcracker Suite and Santa Claus. I haven't been around been Manhattan lately.
So about the lights on in Brooklyn, are they like in the 80s, the 82, 83, 84 somewhere? Like 82nd Street or something like that?
Yeah, they're along 10th and 11th Avenue, the entire block. In fact, they have traffic. There was a story on the news about the fact that they're implementing these new routes just to deal with all the congestion, which has been happening for years. People drive there, and you get into a traffic jam because people are slowing down and getting out of their cars to take pictures.
Right.
Especially with their kids, you see kids climbing up on top of the lawns of these mansions. Really,
you actually seen kids climbing on the lawns? Wow.
Yeah, sometimes.
Wow. I think there used to be a Santa Claus over there too. There used to be. You could visit Santa Claus during certain times of the day. I don't know if they still have that, but yeah, the lights out this time of year are amazing. Totally amazing.
Yeah, there was there's a gigantic Santa Claus and two nutcrackers. I was just talking about that. They're across from the house, which is also really, really ostentatious in terms of how many characters it has, how many lawn ornaments it has during December. I mean, it costs a fortune. I forget how much they said they spent, but they get these landscaping companies and they pay them a lot of money to put up these displays.
Wow. And you know what? They have, I think we have a video out. We actually did a TV show on that, on the, some of those lights that you were talking about. We showed, one of them had like a Winnie the Pooh, and another one had, I like when they have the nativity and the manger. And there was a 29-minute show that we did many, many years ago, probably about 10 years ago, about just those lights that you were talking about. That's kind
Yeah,
of cool.
there was a PBS documentary called Diker Lights, which was
Ah.
I think a half hour long or an hour long
Mm-hmm.
documentary where they interviewed people throughout the neighborhood who it invested a lot of time and money. I think it takes 2 months or 2.5. It takes a couple of months for some of these displays
Mm-hmm.
to be erected. There's even a TV show now on ABC, the Great, I forget what it's called, the Great Light Display,
Oh yes, that's a good show.
which
Tell us
yeah.
about that show.
Oh, it's just people from across the country that have all these Christmas displays, these really extravagant, intricate Christmas displays, and they compete to see which one is the most, I guess, the most amazing, the most eye catching, and
And they work full time at sometimes putting them together. They start like the day after Christmas.
yeah. Sometimes it's not even months. Sometimes they do it the entire year.
You know what I like? I think I'm not big on lights. I like looking at lights, but not setting up lights. But what I love for Christmas decorations is when we have like the little words of like peace. Like a couple of days ago, I saw in the dollar store, which was so cool. It was a plaque that had this snowman, this happy snowman. And I was like so excited about seeing the snowman. I didn't even realize it said something else next to the snowman. So there's a snowman and it looks like a fence. And then on the side is the word believe. So I love the Christmas decorations that have words of peace and words of comfort. And words were like, so you're just walking down the block and you do see all the lights and you see everything and get all excited about it and the Santa Claus and all. And then you walk down the block and you see a word says peace. And it actually can bring you peace in that moment, besides the excitement and besides the joy. So, so what else about Christmas or holidays or Hanukkah or holidays, happy holidays? What else do you have to say about that?
Oh well, I just it's kind of interesting because it's one of the few times a lot of people get together with their families,
Mm-hmm.
especially if they live in different parts of the country or even the same parts of the country. I mean, I know we have relatives that live pretty close, but
Right.
it's still hard to like arrange your schedules where you can get together.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I like rearranging holidays. I like rearranging birthdays and rearranging holidays. Like for example, my birthday is in the cold, cold winter. And from the time I was born, I think I was born in a blizzard, and it's always snowing pretty badly and pretty heavily. And so, people can't come to the party, or you can't have a party, you can't have a celebration because everybody's stuck all over the place. So, for my big birthday, I decided I'm going to change my birthday to summer or fall. So that's what this is. This is a show of ideas and a show of different kinds of things. So we give you this idea. Were you born in December or January? Were you born in really, 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 really heavy, heavy weather? Cold weather, people don't want to come out of the house. How about changing your birthday? I confess, I did this many years ago. About 20 years ago, I decided to change my birthday. First thing, you celebrate it for the whole week. So nobody misses your birthday. Because if they missed it on Monday or Tuesday, you're still celebrating it on Wednesday and Thursday. Then, when you get really brave and really old, you celebrate it for the whole month. So, and then when you get this light bulb go off in your head, you go like, you know what? I was born in winter, but I really want a summer birthday or a fall birthday. So that's it. So I'm going to have a big birthday in the fall, in the summertime. And it'd just be like no snow on the ground, which actually this season is pretty good. We haven't had much heavy snow.
Yeah,
We had 2 days of light snow.
yeah, a couple of inches.
Yeah.
Most.
So, what else is happening for the holidays? I like the music.
Yeah, the music.
I love holiday music. So, what's your favorite? Do you have any favorite Christmas songs or holiday songs?
There's a lot of a lot of the like classic Christmas songs are really. It's funny. It was someone posted the other day a link to the Vince Guaraldi trio, the the guy who did the songs for the Peanuts cartoons.
Oh, wow.
Which is really funny.
So what kind of songs are we talking about for Peanuts?
It's a Charlie Brown Christmas has the person who scored that had all these kind of jazzy type holiday songs for that cartoon, which they run. I think ABC already has had. I know we have family members who really love that. That's kind of the iconic Charlie Brown episode, the one where Charlie Brown takes a tree and has to. he gets all of his other friends ridicule him for the fact that he took this tiny little
the Charlie Brown tree.
Yeah. And at the end they kind of spruce it up, they decorate it, and it becomes really kind of lovely.
I don't know if you know it, but do you know that tree is famous? That Charlie Brown tree is so famous that years ago, and I don't know if they still do it, probably call them up and find out. In a florist in Brooklyn, they were selling the Charlie Brown tree. They had this tiny little tree, and it's known as, when you say the Charlie Brown Christmas tree, you know what it looks like. They actually had tons of these trees, and they were selling the Charlie Brown trees, which I thought was kind of cool because I like a Charlie Brown tree. I like it because it's just Christmas. It's not anything ostentatious, and it's not anything enormous. It's a tree that anybody can have. Like no matter what kind of a space you have a small apartment, you can have a Charlie Brown tree. You can't have the big tree that's in the Rockefeller Center. It's like you need a big place for that. But, the music of Charlie Brown. And Charlie Brown started early, too. They start with the Great Pumpkin. It's kind of cool. They come... Yeah. The Great Pumpkin? Halloween. What's the Great Pumpkin about?
Oh, it's... I forget if it's Linus or... what. One of the characters, the one who walks around with a...
the blanket?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I forget what his name is. Schroeder? Is it Schroeder?
I think it's Linus, maybe?
It might be.
But, yeah, he that's his thing. He waits out in a pumpkin patch, expecting the Great Pumpkin to arrive, and if it's...
Did it happen?
No.
I didn't watch the end of it. I don't know. I have a beautiful picture. So this show, which is about Christmas, is dedicated to my grandma, who was absolutely a fabulous person. Her name still is Antoinette. There you go. You can see her. I could bring it closer to the camera. I can. My grandmother, Antoinette, was probably one of the sweetest persons in the world. And I named my daughter after her, too. Her name is Antoinette. And she's a sweet one also. So I got to show you this picture. It's my Nana Antoinette. Is it this camera?
Yeah, it's that one.
Oh, there you go. So Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and I showed because her birthday was in November. And I didn't get to show that in November. There you go. So all of you who haven't seen her yet, that's my grandmother, Nana Antoinette. She's fabulous. And she is surely in heaven. Nana Antoinette. Not just Nana, just Nana Antoinette. So anyway, so to get back to, we were at the Great Pumpkin and we were talking about, does Charlie Brown have a Thanksgiving cartoon?
I think so. I don't
remember that one.
Remember, but they probably did. Charles Schultz did cartoons all the way up until he passed away. So I mean, and they had a bunch of animated specials.
Oh, that's so cool. So I see in front of me, which you may or may not have seen, the newsletter from the show. This is a black and white copy. We have it in color. So would you like to receive the newsletter free? Whoops. Oh, there it goes. It tells you all about the shows that were had, the shows that maybe are coming up. It all depends on which version of the newsletter you have. I can read some of it. Okay. So it says the Books and Music Review Show. It's a television show, features art, authors, books, music, and many other creative adventures that you are interested in. I know you're interested in that kind of stuff, right? This program has been on for years and previously under a different name in a different city for a total of combined years of 16 years. I think this year will be like the 17th year. So, the Books and Music Review Show promises to introduce you to new authors, reacquaint you with many of the nation's featured authors, and artists, and musicians, even with some bestseller authors. No matter where you live, no matter what you happen to be doing, what you happen to be vacationing or visiting, the show is available to you on 5 different websites. If you want that information, contact us. And in the newsletter, you'll see pictures of other shows, other programs, our shows, our episodes. We have Mona, who has done music shows. And we have in this particular episode, we have an interview with Pat, who is one of the local Staten Island authors. And I talk a lot, so I'm going to put it back to you. But first, I want to say something, I guess, holiday-ish. Holiday-ish?
Yeah.
It wouldn't be holiday-ish unless we mentioned the big guy, God. So on the cards, it says, I did not make up these cards. These cards are from, I'll tell you. Write to me and I'll tell you where they're from. It says, God is still a still point in a turning world. I guess you can really feel that around holiday time when you go outside and everybody's rushing around everywhere. People are speeding, people are doing U-turns, people are driving like crazy out there. Parking lots are, it's crazy. But God is a still point in a turning world. Take a pause, slow down, watch that speed limit. God sleeps through storms and calms the winds with a word. Cancer doesn't trouble him, and cemeteries do not disturb him. Yes, I said him. He was here before they came. He'll be here after they're gone. Because God restores hope to the soul. Everything changes when your rescuer appears. Your loneliness diminishes because you have fellowship. Your despair decreases because you have vision. And your confusion begins to... What does that say? Your confusion begins to lift because you have direction. I thought that said life. That shows you I need my glasses when I read for this show. I definitely need my glasses. So... There you go. All my glasses are right there.
Yeah, there
they are.
Over there.
I should put them on before I start reading, right? Okay, so we have 11 minutes to do more about Christmas or holidays or what?
Yeah.
What's on your mind?
Like I said, it's probably will air after.
Oh,
Christmas.
doesn't matter when it airs. It's going to be
Yeah.
on when it airs. You will see this when you see it. You're seeing it now. So there you go. And so...
Yeah.
We can talk about anything. It doesn't matter, like, when it airs or whatever. We can talk about any topic.
Oh, yeah. Well, you had problems with the scheduling, but because of all the holidays.
Yeah, that's a good thing to talk about. Yeah.
The fact that the holidays blocked off a certain number of days where we could actually
3.
tape. Yeah.
Go ahead. You tell it. You tell it, and then I'll add to it.
Yeah, but because we tape on a certain day, which is, coincidentally one of the days where most of the holidays fall on, at least for the first 2 months, January and February.
Right.
So it's a problem taping. So we were talking about how we could fix that. Go about fixing the schedule. So
yeah, we can do that. So the thing is, January 1st was a holiday. January 15th is a holiday. And then they turn around and tell me at the last minute that January 8th, the building's closed again. So you got 3 days, 3 separate, the beginnings of 3 weeks. In January, closed, and closed. So, and now, so far, after February, I believe, or after March, there'll be no more holidays until Memorial Day. I mean, you'll have holidays. You have to celebrate holidays, right? But what I mean is the building should not be closing again until Memorial Day once these holidays pass. So scheduling should be back to normal, hopefully.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
Yeah, those are the
We're
major.
talking about hope.
Those are the major federal. I mean, there probably are holidays that come up, but none the next.
Oh,
one,
you know what? Again, I don't know if I put the disclaimer on. This is ridiculous. Did I put the disclaimer on the beginning of the show? Uh-oh. There we go again. Let me go check.
Yeah.
You can talk while I check.
Oh, well, that's a.
I can't look back in time.
That's.
I'll have to put the disclaimer on again.
Yeah.
So what about the holidays do you want to say?
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Does it? I was wondering, does it have to be at the beginning of the show or just throughout? Or
Well, that's a good topic of discussion. I'm glad you brought that up. That's a very good topic. Let's put them on. Let's see what we have. Okay, let's leave that on. And I'm going to do this just for the hell of it.
oh, there it is.
I'm going to do that just for the heck of it.
Produced through the facilities of Staten Island Community Television. That's where we're.
Their names on there and it's copyrighted.
That's where we're taping right now.
We're going to do that. We're going to do that. We're just going to have fun.
Just run the gamut through all the.
And just
co-
for fun, you know what I'm going to do, which I really like? Oh, my mic is in here now.
No, you need. You're not mic'd up.
Snowballs.
Oh,
Snowballs. Okay, I'll go back in here now.
we actually have a snowball. It's off screen, but we have it's off screen, but we actually do have a snowball in the studio right now.
Oh, okay.
We could bring it in.
Where are the snowballs?
It's
Oh, here.
it's off to the side.
Okay, so I think I'll send my friend the disc also besides this. Okay, so you couldn't hear me talking. I was inside blabbing. Okay, so here it is. You could open that up. Guess what? I might as well send my friend a picture of this video. It's a snowball battle. We're going to have a snowball fight on air. Let's see that. Let's see what it is. Here you go. Catch. Hand me that snowball battle.
Oh, here you go.
So if you live in California or Florida or anywhere where it's warm, you too can have snow. Remember I was just talking about I don't want the snow, right? Okay. This is the kind of snow I want. It's called a snowball battle. I'm going to bring it to the... Yeah, hold on.
Oh. That's what it looks like.
It's a snowball
Up
battle.
close.
Look at that. And there's snowballs on the side of it.
They sell these at.
I don't think we can say where.
Oh, okay.
But we can.
But yeah,
certainly show it.
you can find them if you really look around. It's kind of fun.
We can show what it looks like. The
Yeah.
snowball battle. So you open the box and check that out. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5, 6, 7.
No.
Oh, there's one missing. There's one missing. Okay, so we got. Did I count that right? 1, 2,
Yeah, there are
3,
nine in total.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so there's 9 snowballs. There's 10 snowballs, actually. So here's what I did. I got a friend in California. Been in California for years and years and years and years. Every so often we talk about, don't you miss Brooklyn, New York, Staten Island? Don't you miss Manhattan? She's like, no. She's a childhood friend. I've known her since I was 15. She's like, I just miss the snow. I'm like, yeah, right. We'll send you some of our blizzards. You're going to get snow. I'm sending the snow to my California friend because she misses the snow from New York. So we're going to send her a snowball battle. And the reason there's only 9 in there is because I thought we should share the snowball fight. So I'm taking 2. There's one for me and one for you. And the rest are going to California. Isn't that wonderful? Wow. Okay, so put that in there. There's the snowball. So go get your friend some snowballs. You can leave that like that. That's cool. Don't give me the bag. I'll give you the bag. I'll put it over here. Go get yourself some snowballs and have a snowball fight without getting wet. I think it's kind of fun. especially for
it's
kids. Imagine like the kids in California and Florida.
Yeah, it actually it feels like the texture.
It feels like crunchy.
If you touch it, it resembles a real snowball.
It does. Like when you get that
The only
puffy
difference is
snow.
it's not cold.
You get the puffy
there's no
snow
ice.
and you can actually hear it like crunch. That's the snowball. Okay, so that's the fun thing you can do. Oh no, there's only 4 minutes and 42 seconds left. Okay, so we got to get serious. We're talking about the disclaimer. Okay, here's the thing. Here's what I think about it. I think that when you try to adjust the show and you say the disclaimer must be such and such words, like even if you leave out the word the, they're not going to air your show. The. So can they do that? It's like community access TV. It's free speech TV. It's like, can they really do that? Like if you leave out the word the, not air your show? Well, I was told that by someone, the powers that be. I don't think that's right. Okay, so here's the thing. Excuse me. For medical reasons, I have water in the studio. The rug wasn't vacuumed. There's stuff all over it.
Yeah, you can't see the rug on.
Okay. Yeah, it's really bad condition today. Okay, so here's the thing. Where was I?
You were talking about the illegal.
Oh, here's the thing with the disclaimer. If you go to our website, if you go to the website of Staten Island Community TV, there's a thing there that says submission guidelines or rules or something. And nowhere in the submission guidelines does it say that you need to put a disclaimer on it. But if you go to the manual, we do have a current manual so that producers can go to the manual and find out what the rules and regulations are. And if you go to the manual, which was printed in 2003, this is being shown and aired hopefully in 2017. But if you go to the manual, you will see that nowhere in the manual does it say that you need a disclaimer. And it does tell you somewhere, somehow, that you need to say produced through the facilities of. That says it somewhere. But go to the website and see if it says there in the submission guidelines that you need a disclaimer or that thing at the end. And let me know if you see it, because I don't see it on my website. When I look, I don't see those words. I don't see that instruction. So I'm not complaining. I'm going to put the disclaimer on my show, front and end and beginning and middle, and I'm just going to try to cover it. But I don't think, to me, it just doesn't sound right that if I miss the disclaimer because I forget because of my bad memory or disability, if I miss that, I don't think it's right that they say that they shouldn't be able to air the show. I think it would be right if you tell me it's on the website, it says it right there, then I'm like, yay, gung-ho, go for it. I will, yes, that's the rule. It says it right on the website. But it doesn't say it on the website. If it said it in the manual, which was published in 2003, I'd say, yeah, it says it right there on page 4 of the manual that you must have this disclaimer at the very beginning of your show, and you must have that. It doesn't say that in the manual either. If it said it in the manual and if it said it on the website, then I'd be like, yay, gung-ho, go for it. We got to do that. That's the rule. I'm a big one for seeing the rules in print. So, if you're watching this, who's updating that website for CTV? Put those rules in print. Let's see it in print. I'd be happy and smile and say, there, it says it right there. It's the rule. Or put it in the manual, and while you're at it, could we update it from 2003 to I gotta put that on there. We're just talking about that. Go ahead, you can talk.
Okay, so we only have about a minute left, and the produced by we're going to see in a few seconds. That's what we have to. We're obligated to put on. Oh, it's not there.
There you go.
Oh, there it is. Okay. So we're just about to go off the air. And Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays, and Happy New Year to anyone who's watching whenever this airs. And we'll see you in the new year.
Oh,
with more programs.